Be using the concept of comparative advantage in the general equilibrium part of the course. And at its heart, comparative advantage is about the opportunity cost of doing one thing versus the other. Now, a lot of people get comparative advantage confused with absolute advantage. So these mean very specific things to economists. So I want to make sure that you understand this. And I'm going to use a trivial example to illustrate the point, but one that many people in this audience, I suspect, will be able to relate to. So imagine you get two roommates. They're sharing an apartment, and they need to allocate chores in order to keep the apartment going. And let's imagine that Sally takes 2 hours to cook a meal, and Sally takes 2 hours to clean the bathroom. So this is just what it takes her to do these chores. Sue, on the other hand, takes 30 minutes to cook the meal and takes 1 hour to clean the bathroom. So from a basic resource view, Sue is more efficient at both. It takes her less time to cook the meal. It takes her less time to clean the bathroom. She has the absolute advantage in undertaking both activities. Now the question is going to be: are there any ways that these two can specialize and actually do more with a limited amount of time? So, in order to think about this, we want to use opportunity cost. We want to think about the opportunity cost of cooking a meal for Sue and for Sally. Now, if Sally ends up deciding to cook a meal, she gives up the opportunity to clean the bathroom. So the opportunity cost of cooking the meal is one cleanup of the bathroom from Sally's standpoint. Sue, on the other hand, if she cooks a meal, she gives up the opportunity, and with the same amount, 30 minutes, she can get the bathroom done with much less opportunity cost. In fact, Sue could produce 2 meals for the time it takes to clean up the bathroom once. In this case, Sue has the comparative advantage in cooking. She can do the meal, take up only half the time to clean the bathroom, have time left over. Okay? Now, if we look at this from the standpoint of the opportunity cost of cleaning, for Sally, it's going to be one meal. She spends the 2 hours on the bathroom. She gives up the opportunity to cook a meal. If Sue gives up, or she spends time cleaning the bathroom, takes the whole hour, she gives up the opportunity to produce 2 meals. So what you can see here is that if they reallocate their time so that Sue cooks the meal and Sally cleans the bathroom, What that does is it allows them to both potentially get more done. With 1 hour of time, 2 meals can get cooked by Sue. And this is the essence of comparative advantage. It's about what you give up to undertake this activity as opposed to others. Now let's think about this in a trade context. Opportunity cost means that if you devote resources to, say, making steel, that's going to take machinery, engineers, laborers, all these different activities to produce the ton of steel that could potentially be used doing something else. And that's the reason why it might make sense in some situations for the U.S. to import steel. If our opportunity cost, if the use of these resources in steel is high foregone opportunity to produce something else. And if you reallocate according to comparative advantage, i.e. where you've got the lower opportunity cost, you can actually do better than if you just relied on your own devices. So this is the basic idea of absolute and comparative advantage. It's very important that you understand the difference between these two. Absolute advantage is just taking fewer resources, just in some absolute terms. Comparative advantage has to do with comparing opportunity cost. Critical idea when we talk about general equilibrium models of trade.